but you have to mute yours.
Mine is down. I already...
No. Hello?
I did it.
Can you guys hear us? So we're live. Oh, look,
We're
here.
live. Hello.
Oh, wait, here.
Hello.
Hold on. All right.
Why not? You didn't send it.
What is going on?
Hello, guys.
Nope. No
right.
audio.
Okay. So you have to take it out
How is this?
and really just prop it and use it.
Okay, so it says the volume's down. So we're using Restream. This was Angie's idea. One of the kids opened the door.
I hear that.
Okay.
I know.
So I've never used Restream before.
Wait, my idea was to go to YouTube.
This is kind of like going to YouTube. This was a compromise. Let me
Just
see.
text.
Why? I can do it here.
Okay.
So let me see. So you guys, of course, are our guinea pigs or my guinea pig. Oh, wait.
Comes a little low, but
Yes,
he
I
could
got it.
hear us.
It's right here. All right. Hello? Is this better?
This is the iPad.
Oh, it is better.
Microphone.
I can see the microphone over here. So this should be better. So we're testing Restream. This was Angie's. This is a hybrid idea.
Yes. This is what happened. India went to ride her bike today. And I
Almost too loud now? Hold on. Listen, so I'm glad I had to do this before my 100 days was over. Can you control? So, okay, hold on. Let me look at the audio. Hold on. Stereo audio input, auto gain control. All right, so I'm going to leave it like this. Okay, it's fine. Stay with it. Okay.
Okay.
Go ahead. So, go ahead.
So India went to ride her bike today. She was supposed to go home today, but I'm going to spill the tea on and tell them all this stuff.
Why are you going to spill the tea?
Is that she said yesterday that if I bought her Funyuns, she'd stay an extra day.
Why? Do you have to tell everybody everything?
And so I bought her Funyuns because, of course, I wanted her to spend another day with me. And so she's here with me, but then she went to ride her bike this evening and didn't get back till like almost 8 o'clock, right?
I'm sorry, I'm still trying to figure this out over here.
It was a little bit late, but when she got back, I said, you know what you should do tonight for your stream so that we're not spending 30, 45 minutes of you trying to figure that, let me try this and try that. Yeah. Let's just prop up the phone and use the phone because that's how I stream.
Mm-hmm.
One of my children are awake. Oh, yes, honey. I'll be right in, okay? Lay in your bed, okay? Sorry.
So
one of my kiddos just woke up. So, yeah, I said, this is how I live stream this if I was actually live streaming, but this is how I would do stuff is I just prop up the phone and we just do it. We shoot, hit, record, and let's do that. So, that's what we're doing tonight. I don't know what that means that we're on Restream and stuff. She did bring up the Rode mics and was like, people use mics. And I was like, okay, fine. The point of this was to just hit go live and do it without the extra light. So we're just using my overhead light in my bedroom and her iPad. That's it. Which she's never done.
What is cracking, Pastor Vaughn? Thank you for coming through. What is poppin', tech troublemaker? So I'm going to do what I do.
You do.
Exactly. Let me hide this. So let's see. All right.
So you can just click them and bring them up.
Yes. And so I did the chat overlay. So as new chats come in, you can see it comes in over here.
Okay.
K-Walk, what is cracking?
Hey, K-Walk.
What's popping? Let me see. Albert says, this is not getting your own mic you're sharing. This is true. So, well, I had good intentions. I did have good intentions. All right. So I had to absolutely try using Restream alone without on my 100 days, right? Without Ecamm. So Restream is just kind of like Ecamm. There's a bunch of competitors, right? There's OBS, there's Restream, there's Ecamm, there's StreamYards.
Okay.
There's a bunch of different competitors, and basically it's a studio. And so Restream and StreamYard are web-based. So as long as you have a web-based application, So, like Safari, you log into your account, you give it access to your microphone, you give it access to your camera, and you can stream from anywhere.
Versus like if you just went to YouTube and
It's the
hit
same
go
thing.
live, you
Yeah.
wouldn't have all the extra stuff.
Well, well, the thing with Restream
Mm-hmm.
that and even like StreamYard, Restream does that. It restreams it directly to where you choose.
Okay.
So like we're on Facebook, so you can see that there's people right on Facebook
Mm-hmm.
here. And then we're also on YouTube. If we would have gone straight to
that's when you tell all the people on Facebook to come play with
hang
the
out,
cool
right?
kids.
Come hang out with the cool kids.
The cool
Because
kids.
if we would have done it straight through YouTube, which I could have done it straight through YouTube and gone live from YouTube, then it wouldn't have sent the information over to Facebook.
So you'd only be live on YouTube, and that's it.
Correct.
Okay, that makes
Correct.
sense. Okay, so this is a good compromise then.
So I'm not going home tonight. I decided to stay a few extra days. And you guys missed the tea. Hey Gigi, hey girl, hey. You guys missed the tea. And I told her she had to buy me Funyuns in order for me to stay. And so she did buy me Funyuns.
And then I ate most of them.
You did. I'm a little upset that you ate most of them.
I needed them.
Okay. So
hi.
This is pretty cool. Learning experiences. So I've never used in the year and a half that I've been streaming live.
Mm-hmm.
I've never used Restream at all
on its own.
On its own.
Okay.
So what you do is, and the community knows, you link Restream to Ecamm.
Mm-hmm.
So that Restream, so Ecamm sends the stuff to Restream, and Restream just sends it out to wherever multiple sources that your YouTube, your Facebook. Correct. The different Facebook channels, different YouTube channels. Now Restream, you can even Restream to your website. So if I wanted to Restream directly on my website, you can embed the stream. Okay. So Restream does that, but it also can act like a standalone platform,
which is what
we're using now. But I'm not using the desktop. I'm using the iPad.
Yes.
So what you guys are looking at right now, what you're hearing is the iPad audio. Front camera there. There's a camera, so you're probably looking at yourself there.
I have been looking at myself.
I know.
And then I've also been looking up here. There's nothing, because it's in landscape, not the other. So I've been looking up there. So.
Right. Nano, what is cracking? How are you? And so we can mess around with, so we'll go through it. So I am streaming using the iPad, and we spoke about this yesterday. I have the iPad Pro, the 2020. So whatever this front-facing camera is, what?
With the thing with the new
Yes. So I didn't catch, that would have been cool though.
That would
right? That's now you understand the whole mind-blown thing when I saw that. Okay, so let's just get back to this and then. All right. So I decided to log in to my Restream account and just stream directly from Restream. I'm using the iPad. Angie wanted to use the phone, and so I gave her, I appeased her a little bit because she's like, listen, just do like what other people do and just use your phone and go live. And I almost said no, but it's like I've been streaming for 100 days. It's like, how do I not just
try it my way?
Well, not just try it your way, but how do I not just do it, right? And just like say I've on one of the 100 days that I streamed. Why? You gotta go like,
yeah, that's like what I'm trying to do. Okay, there we go.
Okay,
there we go.
How do you not take of the 100 days go stream from a mobile device, right? It's like, and just mobile. I tried to fight it. I pulled out my Rode Wireless Go. I pulled out the Rode AI Micro. And probably because I didn't do testing ahead of time, because literally she did spring this on me. So I went for a 20-mile bike ride. I came back at, I think 7:45 or 8 o'clock. And I'm like, all right, I'm going to start getting ready for the stream. And she was like,
wait,
I have an idea.
Just stream from your phone. And she was like, the faces were starting to come. Like, no way. Can't do that. Not going to happen. Nope. No. And I said, listen, right here in my room, we'll get the tripod, and we're just going to do it from right here in my room, and we're just going to make it simple, easy, quick. That's it. She fought it a little bit. Like she said, she got the Rode stuff, the mics, and we're not on the phone. We're on the iPad, but
yeah. So Gigi says you need the Rode. I don't know. I couldn't, and it probably because I'm using the iPad. It said that it was coming in, but it said it was coming in really low. So, and you can't control the levels. That's what I was trying to see. If I do it again, let me see. That's what I was trying to figure out, like why initially when the stream went on, hold on, what did I do here? I feel like I just did a whole bunch of wrong things. Um the volume was super 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 low, and it could be because the iPad is not a computer, so there's only so much. Streaming like a regular person, yes, Pastor Vaughn.
Like
That
a
is
regular
that is what
person.
Angie told me I needed to
I'm a
do.
regular person.
I needed to stream like a regular person.
You did. And now you did.
And so now I did. And I did really want to stream from Restream. I did say that before the 100 days was up, I had to stream from
And
Restream.
in the back of your car.
And I'm still going to do. I got to do the back of the car eventually. So look, check this out. So I'm going to connect everything. So I have the Rode AI Micro connected to my Rode. And then here is to the iPad. Check this out. So let's see. I'm going to try it again. There's that. Let me see. Audio. Oh, no.
Oh, it's not even bringing it up now.
Nope. Can't do it now. So now I can't do it.
Started.
Yeah, because I already started the stream. The settings don't show up. So it showed up on the iPad. So I have to do some further testing. It did show up, Rode AI Micro. I had to refresh the screen. It didn't show up initially. So I entered the studio in Restream. I entered the studio. I connected everything. Under the audio settings, it didn't show up. I refreshed the page. Then the microphone did show up. But you know how you can see the audio levels on the screen? It was barely moving. So I figured it was going to be low. And under settings, there was no place to change it. So I got to mess around with that because here it looks like I can change the volume right over here. See that?
Mm-hmm.
And maybe, I don't know. I got to see. I got to
You have to end the stream and then restart.
Yeah, I got to end the stream. So yeah. So let me see. So I'm going to use the Apple Pencil as a mouse, right? So here's the chat. I can scroll through. So the way I did the overlay, so let's go in and I'm showing Angie and then you guys will see the changes, right? So I don't know how many of you guys have really like messed around with Restream Studio itself instead of going directly through Ecamm. I wish I could share my screen. Hold on.
Screen sharing.
I cannot share the screen on the iPad.
Oh, but you could maybe on your computer.
Yes, you absolutely could on the computer,
okay.
But you cannot on the iPad. So that's fine. That's fine. It's all good. So check this out. So we have the graphics, right? So you can change the graphic.
Cool that the overlays and everything
is
like
there.
Right
yeah, it's all web-based. So you can see, so look, here's the name, the lower third.
Mm-hmm.
So like I had it rounded. You can see that it's changing there. So changing everything on the fly, it's pretty cool. I can change the color if I wanted to, right? So if we go in and now you see that it's rounded, I can change the color, but you guys know that red is my favorite color. So we're going to leave that there. Green is not better. If I wanted to bring in my logo, then the logo, I don't think I can move the logo. That's fine. If I wanted to bring in the Restream logo, I don't know why people would want that, but you have that there. And then we have some overlays. So you can add overlays, or we can kind of, so you can see this. So if I make this bigger, so now you can see the whole screen, but I can't change it. So let's close this again. And let me see. These were the overlays that I was messing around with. These are the default ones from Restream. Not my cup of tea.
No? The flowers?
No. Is that your cup of tea?
Pretty.
Yeah, that's your cup of tea.
No, I wouldn't use that. That's like too frilly.
I mean, I guess maybe cute. This one, live Restream, right? Like if I wanted people to know that what I was doing. Pastor Vaughn says, I used Restream before I discovered Ecamm. I thought Ecamm was overhyped until I got the trial right. Because Ecamm is, Ecamm is Ecamm. Let me see. So this is my overlay. So I did previously upload my overlay.
That's really cool.
That I had because, so that's cool, right? When they know, obviously you don't, but with Canva, if you create a graphic and as long as it's a PNG file, for the most part, it is universal across different streaming programs. So now, okay, but then you can see that the chat box gets messed up. So then if we go down
But you don't
to,
usually have a chat box
I
on your
don't,
thing.
because Ecamm doesn't have it kind of like that. You can share the chat box if you want to, but so then here where it says chat overlay, I'm going to turn that off, and now it just brings us full screen.
And it could be like we were in your studio.
Kind of. Kind of. Right? And then, so if I wanted to bring it up on screen, now it shows up. I use Ecamm in my job interview. They're still talking about that. That's
Nice.
dope.
Mm-hmm.
That's dope. And then let me see. So I don't know if there's a setting that automatically hides this, because all I see on screen on my end is like, so if I, this is Gigi's, right? I can hide it.
Mm-hmm.
But like with Ecamm,
It automatically goes
you
away.
can choose the amount of seconds. So I don't know if that's a setting. I don't see that anywhere here in general settings. Again, and it could be that some of the stuff that I'm doing, because I'm using the iPad instead of a computer, it could be that maybe it's limited. I don't know.
That makes sense.
And so if I want, like I said, I wanted to bring that in there.
You can show it. And
what
then you
is
have to
cracking?
hide it.
Gabe, how are you? Let's see. So then we hide that. I'm just trying to see what else is here. And then there's captions, lower thirds. Oh, if I wanted to, I guess, oh, so like they have this
your
little
stuff is not captioned.
ticker. What do you mean? Closed captions?
Like, yeah, on your YouTube and stuff. Like, I've gone in to see your closed captions and it says it's not available. Is that something you can change?
Yeah. Hold on, guys. Let me see.
She's signing or something.
So, oh, cancel. So I want to see. Testing. Ticker. So I'm looking at all of these different things. So let's add this. What is it? It's supposed to be a ticker on the screen. Oh, there you go. So now I just added the ticker on the bottom. So it just scrolls along on the bottom. And if that's what I was typing, right? So we have that there, or then this one here.
You should have put like Angie's so smart and let that scroll across.
You have to talk louder because we're using.
Okay, sorry.
Okay. All right. So there's that. So then you have the ticker. I put this one in here. So that's like similar to Ecamm. You can customize your own ticker ahead of time.
I didn't know that's what that was called.
Yes. Let me see. What do we have here? Nope. Okay, that's fine. And then the lower third, right? So there you go. So let's show this lower third. And then the same thing if I wanted to customize my lower third there. So, I mean, the fact that I've never, let me hide that again. I don't need to. And then we'll stick, was there anything else? Oh, and then the background. So the background you can't on the iPad. So they give you different backgrounds, but on the iPad, because of the graphics, it doesn't let you bring those backgrounds in. I did think that it was cool that there were countdown timers, because I was like, well, there's not, I told Angie, I said, there's not going to be a countdown timer. We're just going to go straight into the stream.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, wait, this video, I saw it. It says video clips. And then under the video clips, like I clicked on it and it said stream starting, and it even had music and stuff. So I thought that was cool. The stuff that it has already pre-made. That was a pretty cool feature. No.
Oh, okay.
No. Restream is actually kind of expensive for what it, I mean, I guess if you were going to use it for, I feel like so yeah, that's a conversation for another day. Conversation
I was
for
just
another
gonna say,
day.
because this compared to Ecamm looks like a whole lot for me to learn. But if I was going to start going live on a regular basis, that this seems simple enough, easy enough for me to use.
You gotta talk louder.
Easy enough for me to use without. Is this better? Am I talking loud enough?
That's better.
I should get my crystal book so that I can read it to you. So yeah, this seems like it's an easier software, or whatever the word is that I'm looking for, to use than what Ecamm is. And it could be because I've never like actually sat and used Ecamm the way that you do, but when you pull up Ecamm, I'm like, wow, there's so many things.
But that's because that's the way I also have it set up. I mean, you can just set up Ecamm with just one thing. Click. You already learned how to do it. You know how to switch cameras from camera to camera. You know how to bring comments on screen. Mine looks so complicated because that's how I've built my Ecamm.
You built it complicated?
I did not build it complicated. Let's see. So I'm just trying to see, like, going through it, where we're at. So I can see, like I said, I can see the audio levels. If I wanted to make this bigger
That's
on the
full
screen
screen.
on my end, I can see it bigger. But then the problem is, so
You don't see
basically,
the
right,
comments.
you don't see the comments on screen. So kind of like it turns into a confidence monitor where I basically just turned the stream. It's taking up the whole iPad screen, but then I don't have any of the controls, primarily none of the comments. Now, where would that would be good, right? So then what I would do if I wanted to have that is that then I would go back to my graphics. I would turn the overlay off. Let's hide the overlay. Then what I would do is I'm going to come back to chat. I'm going to hide this. And then I'm going to turn the chat overlay on. So what's going to happen is, and then we can bring this full screen. I'll wait for chats to start coming in. Restream, Gabe says, Restream is expensive and less creative as using an Ecamm. It is. It is expensive for what it is. I pay like $60 a month.
What do you mean less
For
like you can't do as much?
Yeah, you can't
Okay.
do as much. You don't have as much control. But when you think about it from that perspective, this is web based, where Ecamm is an actual software that you're downloading.
So you can't necessarily use it on your iPad.
Ecamm,
Yeah.
you cannot use on mobile
You have
devices.
to
You
use
have to
only
use
on a
a
computer.
computer, right? Because it's a desktop application. Okay, so now we're full screen, right? So now because I did the chat overlay and because we're full screen, oh wait, I gotta go back. Let me hide because I gotta hide this comment. And now I can bring this full screen like this, and then we can just stream. So it turns it into a confidence monitor, right?
Okay.
Here. And then the chat will come in. Everybody sees the chat, but then we can kind of just engage and just forget about it, right?
Yeah, we don't have to pull up the comments.
I think that, and StreamYard does the same thing. I think. So here's the other thing, right? So going back to, we're talking about pricing. I pay $60 a month, and the only reason why I do it is because I just want them to send out my stream to YouTube and Facebook. That's the only reason why I'm paying $60 a month for with Restream.
Okay.
Okay. So when you're thinking about, even if we were to use this, if you were to use it, right? So if you were to sign in, I were to give you my logins and just add your YouTube channel, which you can, and then just use, it'll still come up with your stuff, because as long as you log in with whatever account and you click stream, it's going to stream under that person's account. So you can use my Restream account, but then log in with your YouTube account, and it'll come up. Nobody would know you're using my Restream account.
Okay.
So the other thing I did notice is that when I went into the settings, right? So let me come back out so I can just walk through it with you guys. You guys can't see it, but I'll just talk about it. So under general, right, you have live stream quality. The max live stream quality that I have for $60 a month is 720p. Right, look at your face. Exactly
Even
that.
I know.
Exactly that. So for $60 a month, 720p, where Ecamm, I think I pay $40 a month. Right? So I don't pay, it's not as expensive, and I can stream up to 4K. So when I saw that, I was like, that's a lot of money for just
720.
720. You're not even going to give me 1080p. Where are my sound effects? And I don't have sound effects here. So, Gigi says that's a lot of money.
That's also something too. So for me, my thought process, because I don't have a whole studio set up, this does seem like the way to go, because I am on a mobile device. It would be just my phone if I was trying to do a more interactive, cool. Can you restream to TikTok?
No.
Okay, so then I wouldn't use anything.
No. No.
But if I was, right, like this would make more sense for me, because it's something that's right on my phone. Or like I said, I agreed to the iPad because I said I know that some people do, do their lives on the iPad, but that's not like when you're comparing the price. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, 60. I think it depends on what you're using it for, because you can I'm like probably 99% sure that you could go live on TikTok through a desktop, but that app is not a computer app. You sit on your phone. You know what I mean? So it's kind of it's kind of, just easier
Right.
that way. But
Yeah,
I don't
I
know.
mean it's cool. It's cool. But then at that point, so right, yes. So Albert asks, am I saying 16? 16 or 60?
60.
60,
Six
60,
60.
59.99, right?
60.
But Gabe did clarify. Thank you, Gabe. And Pastor Vaughn says, I got a Black Friday deal on Restream that was half off. That made sense. 100% half off. And so last year, I did a lot of the, not last year, so 2 years ago, I did do a lot of the annual deals on Black Friday where it was literally half off. And then what happened was last year I wasn't streaming, so I stopped paying because that it either
For
way,
what?
whether it's $250 one shot for the whole year, $40 a year, $40 a month, I wasn't streaming.
Hmm.
So I did not re-up the annual Black Friday deals.
Hmm.
And so then I started everything monthly. And so it's a lot of money. Ecamm, I no
Could
problems,
never.
right. The value is phenomenal for what it is. But then with Restream, it's like it's a lot of money. And now to come in, I'm glad I used it. But then a part of me is just makes me say,
So you can't go live in Ecamm and that gets sent anywhere else. That's why you have to have this middleman.
So Ecamm, right. So with Ecamm, you can go live, but with Ecamm, you can go live only to one place. Now, I know that it's not rumors because the twins have said that that's something that is on their list to do,
Hmm.
that they would like to add restreaming capabilities to Ecamm. But
So that you'd be able to go live in Ecamm
and eliminate
then,
restream, correct.
okay,
And eliminate
which makes
restream.
sense. It makes sense on a business level that.
But there's a lot of things that go into it, and there's a lot of people who don't understand the inner workings of like what it takes to really restream
Hmm.
and the value that they give us,
Hmm.
right? Like there's a lot of bandwidth, there's things that they need to do, the infrastructure, we'll just call it
Hmm.
the infrastructure, that it's easier said than done. And for the community that knows,
Why don't they just buy Restream?
okay, it doesn't work that way, honey.
Okay.
Because Restream is a multi-million-dollar company that it's like, and if Ecamm can do it, then it just becomes a competitor.
Mhm.
But Robin, hey Robin says, I just pay and don't stream. Robin, you need to start streaming. Right?
That's like a gym membership, you pay it every month and you never go.
Yeah, well, that's true.
Hmm.
This is true.
If you're gonna pay for it, you got to use it.
But a part of
And you
me
can just go live, set up your phone and go live because it's a mobile app. So start using it, Robin.
yes, start using it. A part of me is like saying, you know what, maybe I should just stop restreaming and stop paying the $60 a month and then just stream directly to YouTube and that's it.
So that was I was going to ask you that question. What's the point of streaming to Facebook if all the cool kids are on YouTube?
I don't know. It's not even, so for me, it's like, I have, what is it? Like, I don't want to let it go. Like, I don't want to let it go. I just have it. So I don't want to let it go.
You can just, okay, so can you go live on Ecamm? That goes to YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
And then do a plug on your Facebook of,
Well, that's
hey,
what Doc
live.
does. Doc doesn't restream anymore, but he still has restream because it's one of those things that it's like you never know when you'll need it, and until the twins bring it to Ecamm, it's like, okay, I'll have it. It's just, yeah, but you also don't do this as much as I do this,
So doing it the way Doc does it, and if he didn't use Restream anymore, and for some reason he needed to, then you just, okay, I'm gonna use it this month, and you buy it.
Yeah, I don't,
Just saying. I'm just saying.
Well, all right. Well, let me see. So I'm just coming in. You're watching my hand. I mean, it's. Nah. Robin says she just got the glide gear set up today. Well, listen, progress, steps. Okay, so I'm glad that I streamed, not going crazy with the setup of a camera and a mic. Although I'm a little disappointed. I am more than just a little disappointed that I couldn't figure out my Rode. Why? Not that I couldn't.
You had
because
like 2 seconds. You didn't really give yourself enough time to figure it out. I did spring the whole thing on you.
You did.
Well, I'll give you, that's,
Oh,
you know.
Mr. Paul Duncan is here.
Hey, Paul, look at what we're doing.
Yes, Gigi, I am paying $100 a month on streaming software.
This is why I always come in as this voice of reason. To say, like, do you though? Do you need it? Is it an absolute must?
So Paul says, what is that on the side of the screen? That is the chat because I'm using Restream on the iPad to stream this evening.
It
And
was my idea.
this is the dedicated Restream app on the iPad. Gigi says, yeah, so I know. I know. Just post a link to your YouTube. I know, guys.
That's a little bit of like, it's the what is the word that I'm looking for? Like, I did this and now come check it out over here. You get to like promote yourself, and you know, because you stream it to Facebook and then it just sits there. And maybe people see it and stuff like that. But if you take your link after you stream tonight, right? Say you only had Ecamm, you were streaming into YouTube regular, then tonight or tomorrow morning, it's, you know, you get to put some stuff out there that says, "Oh, hey, come watch my stream. I was live. We were talking about X, Y, and Z." You get to plug yourself on Facebook rather than it just being a video that comes up, you know?
Paul says it's easier on the moderator. All right. Gigi says it's overkill. I'm smiling because I mean, and now looking at it, the fact that I don't get more than 720p, and I'm just like,
Wait, so when you restream into, yeah, my thigh is hurting too. When you're restreaming to Facebook and to YouTube,
yeah,
but you're using Ecamm first, so Ecamm
right,
gives you 4K.
correct,
So when you restream, it's still going to be in 4K.
correct. Because it's
Yeah, yeah.
complicated.
No, I
But
get it. I get it.
yeah. Um, Robin says, speaking of iPads, turns out I need to upgrade. I have a fifth generation, which worked fine. Paul says, ENN tonight, I had to deal with YouTube, Facebook, and LinkedIn. Yeah.
What's ENN?
Ecamm Network News.
Okay.
Um,
Mr. Master Moderator. He's so cool.
I'm just like really thinking, like, all right, so if I cancel my Restream membership for this month,
That's an extra $60 in your pocket. Go get your nails done.
you have to talk louder, honey.
I'm sorry.
Is Restream really giving you 4K if it can only handle 720? So when we're using Ecamm, Restream, right? So Ecamm is sending out the signal 4K and then it's pushing it out to those at 4K to those so here's the thing, it's also backwards compatible. So Ecamm gives us the bandwidth where we can stream out at 4K. However, when we stream out, so like let's talk about it, right? I restream to Facebook and to YouTube. When I restream to YouTube, YouTube can accept 4K, so it will send it out. Facebook does not yet stream in 4K. It's hit or miss. They just started in the last year, and usually it goes up to like 1080, but for the most part, I think it's at 1080. I think 2 years ago, Facebook would max out, and they were only giving 1080 and 4K to gamers. So you had to be classified as a gamer to stream on Facebook to as 4K. So it's because of the limitations of Restream itself that Restream is a web-based software. So because they're a web-based software, it's just like StreamYard, right? So with StreamYard, the cheapest package that you can get is actually 720. And if you want to stream using StreamYard at 1080p, then it's going to go up higher. Vmix for PC does the same exact thing. Vmix for PC, although that's actually a desktop software, Vmix for PC is whatever their bottom tier is, you're going to stream to 720. And then, so like when you really think about what Ken and Glenn give us for the price point and everything that they throw in, and the fact that it's not kind of like a la carte of, oh, you want to stream to 4K, now you want to stream in 4K, now you gotta go up to $90 a month instead of $50 a month or whatever. It's just,
So Restream could go to 4K,
I
but
don't
you'd have
know.
to pay $100
I don't know if they
for it.
can. I've never looked at the package
150.
because the package that I have is,
Mm-hmm.
I just do it to be able to stream to like 3
To get
different
to, yeah.
places. It's just, I just do it. I pay for the outputs, for the amount of outputs at the same time.
Gotcha.
That's what I pay for.
Okay.
Let's see. Paul says the challenge with streaming to multi-platform, you spit your audience where you split your Paul is typing really fast. You split your audience. We're always telling Facebook people to join over on the YouTube side. So if you just provide a link to YouTube, problem solved. Sammy Superstar, what is cracking? How are you?
Agreed.
Dean Dutton,
That's what we told her, Paul.
what is popping? Plus Ecamm 4.0 is going to give you multi-streaming built in. We were just talking about that right before you got here, Paul.
Yes, me and Gigi are telling her Restream is.
Yep. Restream is up to 1080. So then, Restream won't give you, hey, thanks, Sammy. Restream won't give you 4K. You can go up to 1080, but then that's a higher price point at that package.
Okay.
Right? Gigi says, I get that. My issue is that Restream is limited to 720. So even if you're pushing 4K on Ecamm, if you're streaming through Restream, you're pushing through Restream 720. No, you're not. Because remember, when I stream every other day from my desktop, when you're watching I always use Restream every day from my desktop. I send it out 4K, and when you guys watch me on YouTube, you'll see, if you check the settings, Restream will send it out. Restream will send it out to 4K.
Because YouTube is capable of using
and
4K.
Ecamm is kind of, and I don't know the semantics of it, but I think because Restream is the middleman, it will. It doesn't limit me to 720.
But the problem with Facebook is that Facebook can't accept it yet.
Right.
Okay.
But that's a whole nother. What she's saying is what I just said here. Her thought process, I understand her thought process is, if right now that I'm limited and I'm streaming directly on Restream, we're not using no middleman, and Restreaming is limiting me to 720. She's saying if they're limiting me to 720, when I use them as a middleman, how are they not limiting me to 720?
Gotcha.
That's what Gigi's saying.
Okay.
And I think it's because we use them as a middleman. I don't know the infrastructure in that, but I think because whatever the backward workings are, but it doesn't get downgraded because I use Restream. She says, okay,
but
Restream,
still cancel it.
and she said it. She was like, still ain't worth it. Sammy said Vmix is a one-time payment and it's 1080p or 4K. So that's the one good thing, but it's still expensive, right, Sammy? How much are the Vmix? Vmix is cool, and so Vmix is like Ecamm, but Windows only.
Okay, that's what you're calling it, Vmix for PC.
Yeah, Vmix, because Vmix is like Ecamm. It's PC only, where Ecamm is Mac only. $300.
I was just looking for it.
Angie went to look it up. Okay, so that's actually not bad, and it's a one-time payment.
And it's a one-time payment. So if you figure that you're doing $60 a month,
right,
times 12,
right,
that's $720 a year.
Yeah, I know how much it is. Thanks. Sammy says, I've used every live streaming software, so I know. Sammy, you just know so much about everything. Have you considered using Melon versus Restream? I have not, because it was just one of those things that it's like I set up with Restream 2 years ago, and I was just like, all right, cool. I'll leave it as is. I know that they have, what is it, the new One Stream or whatever it is, the one that Doc did a few months ago. A few people have used it. Gigi keeps saying, still ain't worth it. Still ain't worth it. It's not. It's not. Dean says the formatting of the comments are on screen now. You like it. So it's because I'm using Restream. Although we can do something very similar in Ecamm if you just take your... You can do an overlay box. So I'll work on that tomorrow, and I'll show you how you can bring the comments on screen. It won't look exactly like this, but you can kind of get it where you do a screen share and just screen share the Ecamm window and then create an overlay in Ecamm, and then you can bring the comments box this way. And then I don't need to bring the comments on screen.
Yeah.
And then I can just have the screen full screen, and that you guys see all the comments, and then we're good to go.
I like this better.
You like that setup?
I like this because what ends up happening is that I want to see the comments, and so my screen it's all comments, and then you're up here so teeny
Right.
tiny.
Right.
So I like that I can then, put it into landscape. Paul says to put your $100 to a Mac Mini 2 fund. To put that in a fund.
Yeah.
For your Mac Mini 2.
Yeah, that's true. If I cancel it now, right? If I cancel Restream now and save that $60 a month, that'll be when the Mac Mini comes out. You know, Paul, I'm worried. Why are you laughing?
Paul said comments on the screen are okay until you get porn bombed.
That's true too. That's a very good point. That's a very good point. Because that has happened.
Yeah?
Yeah. The junk comments. You saw them
like
once.
The bots. Yeah, I remember that.
The bots, they come on. That's true. And then you can't take it away from the stream after the fact.
Yeah.
So, but this was fun. This was fun, and that's what, and people can call. So then that's the other thing. There is a link where somebody can call in. That's why they have like these boxes here and stuff. But because I don't have interviews or things that shows up, so it's just the main one. Let me see. I'm just trying to see if there's anything else. If you did have, let's say you called me. So like the same way if you call me using the eCam link, you can call me using this link, and then there's a private chat in the background where we can communicate with each other in the background so that the rest of the people exactly won't be there. Let's see. You did help me focus and save my coins. I'm going to. So I just paid Restream, I think. So I have it for the full month of June. So I'll cancel it. I'll have it through the end of June, and then that's it. And then everybody's just gonna have to come hang out with us,
play with the cool kids,
and hang out in
that'll
YouTube.
I mean, it's probably easier that you did your 100 days with Restream.
Yeah.
Right. But then if you're only going on twice a week, and say that's Sunday and Thursday, you get to build up. Hey, ladies' night on Sunday, blah blah blah, and then drop that link.
Yeah.
For people to, and then the same thing on your Thursday stream that you get to come play with us. We're over here. The cool kids are on YouTube, and then you get to go live, drop your link again, and then people, come right over.
Yeah.
I think it's smart.
Paul says if you really are tight to spending the $100 a month, you can send $50 to Gigi and $50 to me each month. All right, I get it. But I'm glad that I did listen. It was so funny. So I'm like, all right. So I entered, for those of you guys that use Restream to at least set up your streams, it'll say enter studio. So I clicked enter studio, and then all of this shit came on the screen.
Like, oh my God, I've never done this.
Literally,
before.
I stopped. I was like, where's the go live button? Like, I had no idea. I was like, are we? And then Angie's like, are we live? And I was like, no, I don't think we're live. She's like, hold on, let's look at the phone. And so, it was interesting. I'm glad that I did it. I'm glad I took advantage. I've been wanting to do this during the last 100 days to stream. I'm glad that I did it using a mobile device. I'm going to die once I hear whatever this audio quality is, because really was like, I was ready. I wanted to use my Rode Wireless Go's. I was ready to just hold the tiny microphone like this and be the reporter.
I could have used this tonight because apparently I don't speak loud enough.
No, you're like mad, like we're talking, and you have to talk to the rest of the community.
Sorry, community, if you missed anything that I said.
Gosh. I'm just looking. I keep looking at the screen because I want to see if there's anything else here that I haven't covered. Okay, so I'll call you, Gigi. With Restream or on the... Well, because... whatever. I'll figure it out. All right. Good night, Tech Troublemaker. We're ending the stream anyway. It's been 45 minutes. I didn't even think it was going to be that long. I rode it 20 miles today. Oh, I can't even do a screen share. So I'm going to bring... So I had my GoPro with me, and I was taking some... You better leave me alone. I took my GoPro to get some footage while I was doing my 20 miles. And at one point... I said, listen, so I was going like 22 miles an hour. So I showed on the GPS how fast I was going, and I'm holding it with my left hand. I'm a righty, so I'm holding it with my left hand so I can control the bike with my right hand. And you hear me say, what did I say?
You said, you were holding it and looking at it, and you were like, I'm going 18.5 miles an hour. And you were like, let me slow down. And then it's just like rolling.
Wait, no, but you... So I was like, hold on, I gotta slow down or something like that. like I'm like, oh, I'm coming on bumps. I gotta slow down. Hold on. And as soon as I said hold on, all you hear is and then I'm showing Angie. She's like, oh my God, did you fall? I did not fall.
But the GoPro
The
went for a ride.
GoPro absolutely just took a tumble. And I was like, and I was going so fast, you can't slam on your brakes because you will fly over the bike.
Yeah.
So I had to come to a very smooth, controlled stop. And then I'm going to show you guys. I'm going to bring it up. I did not wipe out. No. Thank God, no. But it was very funny because, like, I can trick people because I literally said, hold on, I got to slow down. And immediately,
Just
all
went.
you see is tumbling and, the GoPro. Angie really had a panic attack because she was like,
did
babe.
You fall? Was that the camera or you? It was very funny. It's very funny to watch. She's not doing it any justice with all of her hand movements.
No. And then you see, you see the camera. I can't wait to show you guys. You see the camera is obviously, it's facing up. Luckily it landed so that the lens was facing up. So then it's facing up and you see me walk and just peek over it like, well. So
good thing I had the mod thing on.
Good thing I had the media mod on.
Yeah.
That was very funny. So I did take some really good footage, and that's because I wanted to. So I got footage. I want to compare the GoPro microphone with the media mod versus without the media mod on the bike. Gigi says you need a better way to do this. So there's a snap. There's a thing that I'm gonna get, and Keith uses it. I've been procrastinating on getting it, but now that it's officially cycling season for me, I'm gonna order it. And it's a magnet mount that you put the magnet on a lanyard, you tuck it in your shirt, and then the GoPro, it connects to the GoPro frame, and so then through my shirt, like, come on, babe, you're in the way. Gosh.
I can leave if you'd like.
So then the magnet, ooh, look at my bike shirt. I love stuff like this. Yes, Paul says snap mounts are great. So then the lanyard with one part of the magnet will be on the inside, and then the GoPro sticks to it. And so then I'll ride here, and I can literally, you know what I mean. The GoPro, it'll be connected here, and then you can have kind of that point of view. So I'm going to buy that. I'll show you guys that tomorrow as well.
But really the point of view she likes is when she takes it off and she says, look at me, I'm so cool riding my bike. So
they can't see what you did, smartass.
She did this. She likes to take it off and look at herself. I look so cool. And then it's going to take another tumble. That's what will happen. But that's okay. She gets really good footage of us. She got a lot of good stuff from when we rode the bike.
Yeah, you don't have to scream. But you're like, I'm going to talk very softly.
No, I'm not.
You are.
All right.
Let's see. I saw it. You know what, Gigi? You better stop siding with Angie. She was like, I saw it when you went like that.
Because we all know what I did. You were the one that wanted to be salty about it.
So, Dean, here's the thing. So, first of all, with my particular helmet, the curved mounts I don't have enough spacing on my helmet to do that. That's one. My other concern, I don't think you know, Dean, but a lot of the community knows, is that I am very clumsy. I've fallen a lot of times last year on the bike. The last time I fell, I actually pulled a ligament which popped the joint out the shoulder, and I was out of commission from October all the way to December. So I did think about figuring out how to mount it on my helmet. However, in real life, when I'm going 20 miles an hour, trying to unclip the GoPro if I wanted to do this,
because that's what she does.
Because that is what I do. That's not very safe. So I'm going to do the snap mount where I can just it'll be like this, be recording, ching, 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 ching. Because that's the noise that I make when I cycle.
Ching, 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 ching.
Tring, tring. And then I can go like this. No, I don't have a tring, tring on my bike. We're not going to put a tring, tring. Yes, you can put a tring, tring on your bike.
Yeah.
You're not putting a tring, tring on my bike. And you will not go tring, tring when you're cycling with me.
I will.
No. The AKA mirror, you know it exactly. All right. So I'm going to show you that footage tomorrow because that actually is really good footage on the go and,
It was
all of
really
that stuff.
funny.
But that was actually really funny. And I'm glad that I did this. I think you could also get a snap mount for your handlebars. Just pull your phone, what? You can get a snap mount for the handlebars. Pull the phone from your chest and snap it to that. See, I need that. I need all of that stuff. Gigi's laughing at the tring tring, and you're not gonna do the tring tring with me. No tring tring. All right. Well, we're gonna end the stream. I learned a little bit. I actually learned a lot. This was very good. Thank you for your patience. I'm looking everywhere but the camera. And that is intentional because I'm looking at all of the information that's on the screen because I want to make sure that I get it all. I know what you meant, Paul. I know we're on the same page. Know what you meant. And Paul, you said you had a meeting. You said you weren't going to show up. Is this because okay, that's fine. Good night. There's no music. There's no scenes because I don't have none of this stuff.
You want to put music on?
No, I don't want to put music on. So I can get a copyright strike. We're not going to put music on. But I appreciate you guys. Have a good night. I will be back tomorrow
from my house
with day
5.
No, not day 5. Day 95 with 5 days left.
That's what I think too.
Yeah. But not day 5.
Yeah, you're right.
Meeting got over early. All right, very cool. Gigi says do the tring tring. Tring tring.
I'm going to use that instead of
You're
on
not gonna
your
do
left.
The tring. No.
Instead of on your left, biker up. Tring, tring, tring.
No tring tring. No tring tring. Ningún tring tring. You will not. I will take it off of your freaking handlebars when we go out together. Because there's no way that I'm going to be all cool, cycle out. And then you're going to be like, tring tring.
Do you want me to ride bike with you?
Yeah, but I don't want you to do no tring tring.
That is my one and only condition.
No.
I will ride bike with you whenever you want. If you put a bell on my bike.
No.
All right, I guess I'm not riding bike with you.
No tring tring. You have to learn the ways of the cyclist. On your left,
biker up, tring tring. Biker up, tring tring.
Biker up, tring tring. On your left, tring tring.
Exactly.
No, Gigi says I'm laughing so hard. Put a deck of cards on her tires. She said she used to do that when she was younger so that she can sound like a motorcycle. No.
Exactly. Who doesn't do that?
Me, I did not.
No, you're too cool for school.
This
is where the cool kids play.
Hey, Candace. Bye, Candace. Y'all better leave me alone. I'm glad we can give you guys the entertainment. Tring, tring. We're going to make that into a sound effect.
You should.
Tring, tring.
Angie's here. Wait,
tring,
Todd has his own sound. I can have one too.
Yeah. Tring, tring. All right, you guys. I appreciate your patience. I appreciate your support. We will be back tomorrow. Now I'm looking for the end stream button because I have no idea. It's right there. Figure it out. All right, you guys.
I was just going to say close the window.
Just have a speaker and have it say get the F out the way. Yes, that I would have. All right. Good night. Buenos nachos. I'll catch you guys later. Yeah, make sure you see.
Loud enough. Good night.
Tring, tring.